Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to some more World of Warships, and today we are taking a look at the Tier 8 German premium battleship, the Tirpitz. Now, the Tirpitz got a buff, a pretty big buff, considering her sister ship, the Bismarck, was fairly well known to that. But here, let's quickly take a look at the teams. We are playing on hotspots. We have a North Carolina, Tirpitz, Colorado, Bayern, Pensacola, Nuremberg, Molotov, Kagero, Mahan, Sims, Farragut, and Agate. On the enemy team, there is a North Carolina, Bismarck, Colorado, Warspite, Fuso, Cleveland, Galley, Alba, Benson, Moss, Akatsuki, and a Farragut. And I did spawn on the northern side of C. And watch this Fuso, this poor Fuso. I feel so bad for this Fuso. So the Tirpitz got a buff to her secondaries. Now, if you build the Tirpitz like you do with the Bismarck, you can get your secondaries out to 10.1 kilometers. And watch this salvo. Like I said, I feel bad for this Fuso. I really do. This just sucks. Long range shot. Shells are in. And Citadel. 15,000 points of damage. Lost nearly half his health almost right off the bat. So it does really suck being that Fuso captain. And so the secondaries are decent. They're not as decent as the Bismarck. The Bismarck has about 500 more meters of range compared to the Tirpitz. And so the secondaries, like I said, if you do build your captain, and I probably should point out my Kurfürst captain is actually on this, and he's a full 19-point captain. So you get the increased accuracy with the additional captain skill. And this like I said, this poor Fuso, within the first 2.5 minutes he goes down. You'll see. So my Kurfürst captain is on here, so I have all the necessary captain skills for increased secondaries. So the secondaries are fairly decent, and obviously the Tirpitz does have German dispersion, but for whatever reason the RNGs really loved me in this battle when we first are fighting off against a Colorado. Now, not much not much enemies are over here at C, which is actually good. I feel like we're a little bit heavy on this side, but that's alright. The Colorado has taken quite a bit of damage, and this Colorado captain's not particularly happy. I do have, or at least had, my spotter in the air, and watch this shot. If you ever are questioning over matching mechanics, this shot is just amazing. Secondaries are going off. Nuremberg fires those random torpedoes, and we get a Citadel through the frontal armor of the Colorado. Nearly shave off his entire health. So I do switch over my secondaries to the Akatsuki, and we're doing pretty good damage. This Colorado is probably going to go down. The Akatsuki is going to go down. This Alba came in the wrong place at the wrong time. We took out the Akatsuki. Colorado goes down. All that's left on this side is this Alba. And like I said, the enemy team is kind of falling apart at the moment. They have lost 4 ships. No one's captured. The enemy team is starting to capture A. And we'll see how this progresses. Now, obviously, torpedoes are incoming. This was kind of a given. That's why I am taking my time. But we do have a enemy Bismarck that is moving in towards us. And like I said, a Bismarck and a Tirpitz are fairly matched, and especially now that the secondary buffs have occurred for the Tirpitz. So you could almost do a secondary brawl with a Bismarck quite easily. I believe the secondary guns are fairly similar between both the Bismarck and the Tirpitz. And here I'm turning in because Alba might have torpedoes. I don't want a chance getting torped. Don't want to be too greedy. And obviously there is a enemy Bismarck that is coming in. Unfortunately, I do have to show a broadside just so I don't get a nasty torpedo hit. Salvo off, we earned 12,000 points of damage, which is pretty nice. Now, unfortunately for the enemy team, as you can see, there is a galley sitting there. Kind of keep an eye on him. I kind of feel bad for the enemy team. I understand the situation of a possible AFK player. It does suck. But here you can see actually we're having a secondary duels, and it looks like this Bismarck is not set up for a secondaries build, because obviously his secondaries are not going off on me. I think I have to get within 6 kilometers before his secondaries actually begin firing away. He's just continually showing me a broadside. Granted, I cannot citadel him at this range, but like I said, if he actually started at angle, this battle would be a little bit more difficult. But fortunately, we're able to still penetrate his armor fairly easily. We do have a friendly Kagero that is assisting with some torp drops. And overall, I kind of feel bad. And look at that German dispersion. One of our guns just dropped all the way down, which is rather a bit odd. Now here, I figured the Bismarck captain would probably go down. That's why I am actually starting to turn away, but he dodges the first salvo of torpedoes, and the second salvo is coming in, but I don't think he's going to get away from these at all. And any moment now should go down. There we go. Kagero does take him out, and basically all the enemy team is cleared up on this side. Our friendly team did push all the way over to C, and I don't know if I agree with this, because that did allow the enemy team to take full control of A, but the enemy team's not doing that great of a job. There is a North Carolina far out west, as well as a Cleveland, and you can see the secondaries just raining away on this galley. Once again, I feel bad for a team that has an AFK player, because essentially that's just a sunk ship. It's useless to them, and they lose points as soon as it gets killed, like it just did. Look at the salvo. I have to say, this was a lucky salvo right here. Benson, over 14.4 kilometers. Very hard to hit, but we managed 2 over penetrations and a normal penetration plus Confederate. So pretty decent. I will have to say that was a lucky shot right there. I was hoping to get the kill, but unfortunately for me, that is not going to be the case. Now, if you do look at the minimap, there is a battleship hiding in B. There is a whole bunch of smoke right now. There is a enemy Warspite hiding in that smoke cloud, and he has probably a very good reason as to why he's hiding in that. And oh my gosh, that Farragut just got deleted. Yep, the enemy Warspite is extremely low health, and he's gonna go down very, very quickly. He's going to go down very, very quickly, and there we go. We got the second kill of the game. Very, very nice. Now, at this point, I'm gonna just kind of talk and kind of give my thoughts on premium ships and how Wargaming is going about their ships right now with the premiums. And nothing much is going to happen for me. There is a cyclone coming in right now, so that's going to limit the detection range down to 8 kilometers, the visual range down to 8 kilometers. So I'm not going to be able to get any more shots off. So I'm just going to talk about premium ships and my kind of thoughts on it. Now, Wargaming has always said that they would never allow their premium ships to be a better thing than their regular ships, than the ships that you work through. And I've noticed as of late that it's not really starting to be the case. Like, for example, the Alabama, when it first came out, everyone threw a bitch fit. And you might disagree with me. Fine. Disagree with me. That's completely fine. But the Alabama, everyone threw a bitch fit because they complained that the Citadel was too high. Yes, there are other differences compared to the North Carolina. And this includes, like, people who tested it and our YouTubers, our community contributors. They tested the Alabama and said the Citadel was too high. That made her really difficult to play. So Wargaming, not wanting to lose any money on the Alabama, because people who are fairly famous that kind of help the sales of Wargaming, they lowered the Citadel. And now the Alabama could almost outcompete a North Carolina. And that's now the case with the Tirpitz. The Tirpitz is almost the same way. When it first came out, and then when the Bismarck came out, this Bismarck was special because it had the secondaries. It had the 10.6 kilometer range secondaries. Now the Tirpitz has almost as far a range as the 10.6 kilometers down, almost there to 10.1, but it also has torpedoes. So the Tirpitz is a amazing brawler compared to the Bismarck because it does. The Tirpitz does have torpedoes, and those torpedoes could easily decide a battle between a Bismarck and a Tirpitz. I've had battles between a close quarter battle against a Bismarck and win because the torpedoes come in so much handiness that it makes victory very, very easily. And I'm gonna go ahead and slow this up just a little bit as I finish talking about the Tirpitz and my thoughts, because this North Carolina is going to go down almost any minute now. So I don't really agree with it. Yes, it's kind of a nice thing that the Tirpitz has the same range, but at the exact same time, it has taken away from the specialty of the Bismarck, what made her unique. And now it's almost feels like it's basically pay to win. And that's really giving credit to the Cash Warriors. A lot of issue with Cash Warriors just buying these high tier ships, and granted, yes, you always have people who have no idea how to play World of Warships, buy a tier 8 and then get in these battles, and they're essentially useless because they just have no idea. Colorado goes down, which is fine because this North Carolina is going to go down at any moment. So really, I really don't agree with it. I understand they didn't want to damage their bottom line, but it just kind of takes away from the game itself, allowing people to buy these ships that are almost, I'm not saying every ship is going to be better than its counterpart on the same tier, but it's kind of like that. So honestly, this is going to be it for this video. This is my quick look on the Tirpitz. I like the secondaries, yes. If you play the Tirpitz and you have it, you might want to consider doing a secondaries build. It is up to you, but it makes it a really great brawler. Secondaries and torpedoes, no brainer. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zai Jen.